Hey, guess what? What?
It is I, Rubex!
Well, hello guys, what is up? My name is RipperX. Hey, we're here with Vince, the lead designer, creator, and lord of Napoleonic Wars. It's a DLC coming out for Mount Blade Warband. It's going to be available through Steam and other digital platforms, and that is going to be going through Flying Squirrel Entertainment. We also have Mikhail Yazbek on the line. Hello guys, can you hear me? Are you there? Hello?
Yes, hello.
It's expensive. You're calling from America, man.
Well, not when you're hacking the system, Vince. I'm a very lucky guy. I'm actually in the game with the creator, and again, Mikhail is in as well. We are playing Napoleonic
Wars. Get it straight, don't say it at all, you son of a bitch.
Napoleonic Wars. I did that on purpose so Yaz can Facebook dad yell at me. That's exactly why I did that. So Vince, tell us about the game, about the DLC.
Alright, well, if you like Total War games, you know, like Napoleon to the War and so on, you know the era a bit. It's the Napoleonic Wars, as the name suggests. It's the 19th century. Napoleon is a general taking over the whole continent of Europe, and you can either choose to fight alongside of him or one of the other countries fighting against him. But obviously, because it's a game, you can always fight against each other for fun. The game is a bit, I guess you can see it as a combination between a first-person shooter and a third-person melee combat simulator, however you want to call it. In all essence, you can go either way. You could take a position and camp and snipe like you would in any first-person shooter. Napoleonic Wars has all kinds of weapons. You're going to be using things from muskets to cannons, rockets, everything you can think of. The guns are one thing. We got swords, we got bayonets on the guns, definitely. Anything you would ever want to fight with that was not done yet in any other game as a first-person, third-person combination, you're going to have a chance now. So it's really innovative. There's not a lot of games doing this, especially not in this kind of game. So we'll just see what the community thinks of it, and I think a lot of people really love the gameplay.
Excellent. And in terms of multiplayer, how many people can play in a server? What's the maximum load?
Hundreds of people online in one server. You can play with all your friends together, with big clans against each other, or work together with clans against clans. It's called line battles. You try to reenact a battle back in the day where you line up your troops, all your friends next to each other, and fire shots at each other's lines. So there's a lot of reenactment going into it as well. So those guys that love reenactment, you're gonna love this game. Napoleonic Wars has 40 music tracks as background music you can really enjoy. They're all periodic music and nice classical background tracks from famous artists like Vivaldi, Mozart, and so on. So you're really going to love that. Outside of that, we put in really historical military music. We're going to have players being able to play music instruments from bagpipes, flutes, drums, bugles, anything you can think of that was used back in the day. And we're going to have all nations having their own unique tunes, being able to play together, for instance, a drum band with marching pipes, Scottish music, anything you can think of. There's up to, I think, 200 unique tracks that you can combine with different instruments to make really accurate in the period music, and everyone's going to have a lot of fun doing that. Outside of that, if you're a bit religious, we put in churches where you can play the organ, and you know, when people are going to heaven, when they die in the battlefield, they'll at least have nice music.
Well, I noticed I have a bunch of bots with me. They're awesome. They're following me everywhere. What are the commands to boss these guys around? What do we got in terms of commanding your little army?
This little army is your precious. You gotta keep them close. Maybe if you give them cookies, they'll work harder, but you gotta be friendly to them. In all essence, you can control them with your F button. With F1, you can control where they need to go. With F2, you can say, okay, stand closer, or form a square, or whatever. You can also tell them to stop firing. This is really good because in, I think, the original mod we made, we had a lot of line battles and big battles, and you need a lot of players for that. Now with this, you can basically go on with 6 or 4 or even 2 guys and have a lot of fun with all these controlling of bots.
Important question, how do I feed them cookies, and where the hell is the milk?
You find the cookies in your backpack, and the milk, you gotta ask the kitten though. I don't know where she keeps it.
Copy that, Vince.
Oh, I love wheat fields. I love wheat fields. This is like my favorite part. and then you hide in the wheat field and you stab people in the face.
Yeah, you can choose a monocle, you can put pipes in your mouth, anything really.
If you have a spectacle on, can you see further? And if you put a pipe in your mouth, can you get cancer from that in the game? Or?
Well, no, it's just for looking manly, really. We once had a bug where you get 4 pipes in your mouth at the same time. So I think the man didn't survive, at least.
Well, for more information on Napoleonic Wars, stay tuned, guys. We're going to be doing a Q&A with Vince. If you guys have any questions for Vince, post them below in the comments, and I will write them down, and we will hopefully get some answers from the guy himself.
Brought to you by Flying Squirrel.
Flying Squirrel